Chess. It's a game I thought I was good at until I played Miss Rancel today. We're going to talk with Miss Rancel in a new edition of this channel where we live stream a chess game happening at the exact same time. You'll notice in this game that I lose pretty horribly, but I enjoy it in the process, and we have some pretty good conversation about how Miss Rancel became a teacher. Surprise, it's not because she was born great at science. We'll talk about the struggle she had with math in high school, her lowest grade, which was in physics, and what it is that makes teaching and science something she loves to do. A little spoiler alert, she originally wanted to be an English teacher. We'd still have you, Miss Rancel, but we understand. And at the very end of it, she will agree with Miss Jimenez and say that a hot dog is not a sandwich. Still don't agree with everybody's reasoning on this, but we'll figure it out. Stay tuned. Enjoy the interview. Isn't good. Cool. Okay, so I believe I am sharing a chess screen.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Okay. Great. This is a little bit different for a day. What day is this going to be? This is going to be next Wednesday. So for day like 20 something. I'm Mr. Buse, and I'm here with Miss Rancel. Miss Rancel, why don't you introduce yourself to anybody who doesn't know you?
Hi, y'all. I'm Miss Rancel. I teach 10th grade chemistry and 11th grade biology. I mostly teach regulars, but who knows?
And so we are obviously on a chess website. You are not a chess teacher, but I believe you are kind of a chess teacher. So besides being a chemistry and biology teacher, what else do you do?
I am also the coach of the Solorio chess team. Shout out to all my players who are also mostly juniors and sophomores.
Great. So, and we're going to play a little bit of chess today. So I'm trying to get this set up. Play. Oh, no.
No, you can, I think you can abort if you don't have to move.
See ya. Take that, Basmarok. Yeah, you didn't even win. Okay, let's go back. So we're going to play a little bit of chess, and then we're going to have a little chess interview while this happens. I don't know if I have the brain power to do that, but we'll see. Okay, custom challenge. Oh, play a friend. There we go. Chess moves. Okay, 10 minutes. Standard.
Yes.
What are all these things? King
Yep.
of the Hill?
Oh, there's like weird variations you can do.
We don't want to do Bug House? Okay. All right.
Oh no, we need people for that.
And we're gonna we're not gonna do rated. Any cool options? Do you want to play as white or black?
Oh, is there an option for random?
Yeah, we'll do random.
A random option.
Okay, I was hoping you'd say black. Okay, let's go. Let's see. All right, so we're getting this chess game started up. There's my old game. Okay, so before we start this, I have a number next to my name that says 869, and there's a number next to your name that says 1,207. Oh, you're supposed to be moving too. What is going on with that? Oh, the game's gonna auto abort.
Oh, those are the. I got you. Unless it auto aborted. Did it auto abort for you?
No. Oh,
the
no.
Game was auto aborted. No.
No, it didn't. Okay, so tell me about those numbers.
So those are like rating numbers. On chess.com, they're way easier to manipulate in real life, but if you play chess competitively, you do get like a chess rating.
Okay, so right now I can take this pawn. Should I take this pawn?
You could, but this is the Queen's Gambit, and like a gambit means like a player will offer up a piece for free in order to gain like some kind of tactical position. Oh, look at it. Like
I don't want it. I'm not going to give you that.
And he
So
was like, nope.
you're a science teacher, but you like chess. Do you see any relationships between science and chess?
Yeah, I think just like practically speaking, like chess is very logical and science is very logical.
Were you a chess player first or a scientist first?
Oh man. Probably I've always been into science like since I was a little kid.
Like doing science experiments and
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
sort of
we would
thing?
buy like um I don't know if you remember. They would sell like at home science experiment kits and like I actually like loved like I would like when I could convince my parents to buy one, like we would do them like we'd make the oobleck, like the slime at home. We would do like a little volcano for fun. We were always going to science museums. I would like beg them like let's go to the planetarium, let's go here. So I yeah, like actual stuff you would do in science class at school. Like I was like trying to convince my parents to do that at home.
So, okay, so a little bit of remote learning, if you will.
Yeah, yeah, totally. My parents definitely like. I spent so many weekends as a kid, like in museums. On our family vacations, like we would go to like historical sites. Like there was a lot of school outside of school in my childhood.
Okay. I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm also there's so many pieces on the board now that I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. I'm thinking, so I've got your this night. I've got this. I've got them. I always want to call the knights he's, but I'm gonna say them. I've got this knight pinned because you can't move it because then your king would be under attack.
Hmm.
But I feel like I just want to stop the game there and just say, well, I've got you pinned. But I can't do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little trade like
Ooh,
that
cheating.
because it feels good to take a piece. Okay. And now I don't know what to do. So would you, when did you decide you wanted to become a teacher?
Um, I was in high school. I was actually by the time I went to high school, what was funny was like I was for all the science that I was into as a little kid. By the time I got to school, I started doing not so great in math. Like I knew because it was like this more like advanced math class, and I was super salty because like all my friends were in the advanced math class, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, like they didn't put me in that class like with all my friends, like I'm so mad. And I had heard from that point like from all my teachers like, oh, you need to be good at math to do science. So by the time I got to high school I was like, I can't really do science, like I'm not good at math, like I don't want to take calculus and like all those crazy classes. So at that point I had been really into one of my other like childhood hobbies slash interests was like writing. I used to write like short stories like for fun, and I'd always been like a really big book reader too. It's probably why I got into writing. And so
Uh-huh.
once I started thinking about like, well, what could I do if I studied English? I was like, oh, like I like what my English teachers do. I like how they like give us a book and how we talk about it. Like teaching would be a good thing for me.
So you wanted to be an English teacher though.
Yes, the first type of teacher I wanted to be was an English teacher.
But it's interesting you're saying that's because you were kind of told accidentally, like, oh, you can't do science. Miss
Yeah.
Rancel or Miss Rancel Jr. or future Miss Rancel, you can't do science because you can't do math. So English was
Yeah.
your second choice, or I guess second choice isn't a fair way to put it. So when did you realize like, hey, teacher who said I can't do that, hey, teacher, leave me kid alone. When did you decide like that, oh, you know what, I'm going to pursue science as teaching?
Yeah, well, like I think the crazy thing was like even though like I had that in the back of my mind, that doubt, like I still like really enjoyed science in high school. I did like fine in biology, I did pretty decent in chemistry as a sophomore. In my high school, we take biology as freshmen, not as juniors. Junior year physics was a disaster. I actually like I don't like saying it, but I got a D second semester physics my junior year. Oh, the horror.
I I think that's such a good thing to share though, because I do think, I mean, I remember thinking about my teachers in high school and thinking, oh, well, they obviously all got straight A's the whole way through.
No.
Okay, don't like that.
No. And it was mostly because, and I like, before high school, physics had been my favorite kind of science. So like, it just made me more salty. But then I was a senior and I was like a pretty good student all around. I was in honors classes. I was definitely not a straight A student. I don't think I ever, no, I don't think I ever got an A in math in high school, probably because again, I was like super nervous about math. But by that point, like I still was able to take an AP science class. So as a senior, I took AP biology and I had this teacher, Mr. Prost. And I remember like getting a C on our first exam in AP biology on ecology and evolution and just like feeling really bad about myself. But Mr. Prost was super patient and like dedicated to me as a student. And like I like retook it, I did better. And then I don't know, his class just reminded me like how much I actually love science. Like it was one of the classes like he'd be like, if you want like extra understanding of this concept, go home and watch the videos. And I'd be like, sure, I'm gonna go watch videos about like organisms. That sounds like fun.
So yeah, it's almost, it's not almost as if it is. It's less about like, oh, you were born ready to teach chemistry. Oh no, you can't do that. Now my whole plan is done now. My whole plan is gone. I'm gonna offer a draw. Um,
No.
anyways, yeah, you don't have to accept free choice. It's decline to draw. So
A draw
it's
is a tie for
it
anyone at
was,
home watching.
yeah. So it was this teacher being like, hey, like, yeah, of course you're not good at this right now. You haven't learned it yet.
Yeah.
Let me.
Basically, like someone was patient with me. Like I feel like they didn't have any expectations about me being a good or bad student in a subject. And like honestly, they just allowed me to be like curious in their class.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. It's curiosity. So right now I kind of feel like I'm you second semester junior year in this chess game.
Struggling.
But the problem is in school you get a bad grade and you can keep learning. But if you lose a game of chess, I guess there are more games of chess, but
Oh yeah,
I
there's
hate
always
losing. So
something.
what would you do if you were me here? Actually, don't answer that. I'm going to figure it out. So here's the problem. We've got this rook is hurting this rook, and this queen is hurting this rook. The castle guys are called rooks, the castle people.
Yes.
And right now, my queen, which used to have this great attack on your king's gone, and through some sorcery, which we call castling,
Yep.
he's gone and hidden himself back there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on. Ooh, but see, I wanted to move this person here, but then you're going to, everybody wants to, oh, I just pointed with my finger. Nobody can see my finger. Everybody's attacking this square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my bishop. I'm going to move my bishop. I'm going to move my bishop right there and see what happens.
All right. All right.
So, when you went to college or university, um, did you how did your math classes go then?
Oh, absolutely terribly.
Oh, so you
Because
still.
yes, no, it was not a good experience, but there was a multitude of reasons why that was the case. So I think reason number one was just that like compared to some of the other kids like in the math classes, like they had already taken AP calculus in high school. Like I'd only taken pre-calc. And I wasn't like the best student when I took pre-calculus either. So I don't know why I decided to take a 5 credit or calculus 1 math class my first semester of college, but I did. I think part of it is like sometimes when you go to college, you do these online placement exams for math
Uh-huh.
classes. and I may or may not have consulted Google for some help during this online exam, thereby granting me a seat in Calculus 1, so I didn't have
Okay.
to sit through pre-calculus again. And and I regret it now so much. I would have probably done so much better in Calculus 1 had I just taken pre-calculus. I didn't want to take pre-calculus because it was a non-credit class. So like sometimes in college, if it has like a 0 in front of it, like pre-calculus was like math 096 or like something like that. And I was like, oh, I don't want to take a class that's like not college credit. Like that's so lame. Like,
Right. But
and
now
now
you're
and then like I found myself by the end of college, like when I would mentor younger people, I'd be like, bro, just take math 090. Do not go into Calc 1. Don't traumatize yourself, please.
right. Right. Yeah. So like there's taking the, oh wait, hold on. I got to do that. It's so tempting. So take the just because a class like looks like less doesn't mean doesn't mean there's not just as much learning there.
Yeah. No, and honestly, like, especially I feel like if you're like on the fence, like, should I really like do honors this year? Like, should I like sometimes I think it is valuable to take a step back and be like, nope, I'm gonna like start out in regulars. And if like I know math is my thing and I can do really well in regulars, then I know like, okay, now I'm ready to like move up for a harder challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. Playing somebody with the number 1,207 next to them is, look, I'm just going to draw analogies all day, is the calculus 1 of my day. Did you play any chess, during all of this, or were you playing chess in college, in high school, for teams, or were you just playing for fun?
I started playing chess. I remember like they made the announcement like freshman year for chess club, and I was gonna go, and literally my friend like intercepted. She was like, come to drama club with me. My whole freshman year I was like a speech/drama kid, and like I was on the speech team and I did the fall play, and I helped out with like the kids who did like contest play. There was like all these like categories for drama that you can do in high school. But then by the time it was sophomore year, I think I just clicked better with the people who were on the chess team. Because by sophomore year, I like actually like left speech like halfway through the season to
Wow.
join chess more seriously because they conflicted. And like I played chess essentially till I was a senior in high school.
And you played in tournaments and all of that?
Oh yeah, my high school did a ton of tournaments. Like if I look back, I think we did like maybe 20 Saturday tournaments a school year.
Wow. So that's about half the Saturdays.
Yeah. And I would go, and besides the school ones, like I would like tell my mom, like, Mom, drive me to Oakbrook. Like I want to play another like by myself. Like, like when ours were done, like I would be like in the summer, like I want to play more chess, Mom. So probably by the time I left high school, I played in like over 100 tournaments easily.
How many games of chess, if you had to estimate, would you say you've played in your life?
In my life?
Just a quick estimate.
Do you want just like tournament games, like rated games, or
No,
just like
total?
oh
And
my goodness.
you're not allowed to move until we get an estimate.
Uh
I've got a clock strategy here.
He's trying to run my time. Probably 10,000.
Wow.
Because like some of the games like we're playing technically a shortened version of chess, like where each of us have 10 minutes to move. But like there was a time like I was really into bullet chess, which is where like each person only has like 1 or 2 minutes to move.
Ooh.
So like you could play like 50 games of bullet in one day.
Yeah.
And not notice.
Yes. So 10,000, that's a lot. Okay, I'm focusing back on the board. Yeah, and chess is really, have you played much with like, do you play with friends or do you play with former high school teammates, people from college? Like, who are you playing chess against?
Mm, I feel like in recent years, like sometimes I'll show up for I live really close to the University of Chicago and they have like a fantastic chess club. Their players on their team are like literally some of the best people in the United States that we have playing chess.
Okay.
But sometimes like I'll show up like the little noob I am compared to them anyway, and playing some of theirs. But usually I'm just like playing online or playing with my chess players on the Solorio chess team. Like it was like a much bigger part of my life in high school. But then in college, I was a science, like no joke, like studying science in college is no joke. You don't really have a life. You do, but like I didn't have time to like in high school, I would go home and play chess for at least an hour on the computer every day, in addition
Wow.
to all of our tournaments and all of our like one-on-one matches with other schools. But like, and that's how you get better. And I would read chess books too, but like I didn't have time to like keep bettering myself in that hobby by the time I went to college. And like I think my interest just changed. Like I started like volunteering more and just like doing different things. Like I was like ready for something new.
I can't believe you turned that pawn. I thought I turned that rule off. Right. I mean, I think it's people, or I'll speak for myself. I didn't realize, I thought once I learned the rules of chess, like, oh, now I'm an intermediate. And it's like, oh, it takes a long time to get from beginner to novice to intermediate. It's just it's a crazy game. And now I can't move, stalemate.
You can still move your king.
I'm going to come around back and get that bishop. Here we come.
Oh, man, he's coming.
That's my one goal. I'm going to consider it a win if I get that bishop.
I don't
Except,
know.
can you move your queen off that square so I can? Oh wait, no, this is terrible. What would you say for someone who wants to get started with chess? They can't they can't join the chess club right now.
I know they can't. I mean, they could send me an email. I can add you to our Google Hangout chat that no one uses. I don't blame them. I don't think not every student knows how to use Google Hangouts.
Right. And it's also complicated because the programs that we're allowed to use are kind of limited. Like I think chess.com would be considered.
Yeah, no, like they could, like I told them, like I've told the chess team, like, oh, you kids can make like a student-led Solorio chess team.
Right.
Chess.com, but like I can't, even though I have a chess.com, like y'all can't add me. And if you do, I'll just delete it.
You could do chess by mail. White one.
Look at my chess players' emails.
Handshake.
Handshake virtual.
Good game.
Good game.
It says tough game. Your opponent played well. Wow. Tough game. Your opponent played well.
What does it say for me?
It doesn't say anything about me. It probably says tough game. Your opponent was.
For you, it says nice win. You were never in trouble. Oh no.
How many blunders did you have?
It says I made one blunder, but
How many mistakes?
And one mistake.
It says I didn't make any. I'm kidding. It says 3 mistakes, 3 blunders. All right, so we're gonna move into the part of the interview where we do a quick kind of book recommendation, something you're watching, and then when you think of high school, what's one song you think of?
Oh man. Okay, book recommendation based on I read a lot of like, okay, I feel like some people would think the books I read are boring. I just finished reading Little Fires Everywhere.
Oh. Yeah, that's a bestseller. I don't think people do you recommend it?
I do recommend it. I don't know, like I'm not sure if like somebody in high school would get as much out of it as like somebody who's maybe like a little bit older, like somebody who's like in their 20s or 30s, which is why I was like, is the book recommendation for like students?
I think it's for anybody. I think it's for, I mean, I think they're just, I think people, I know, I'll speak for myself personally, I just like to hear what people are reading. So Little Fires Everywhere, for Miss Rancel, you recommend that?
Yeah, I just read it. It was like kind of slow, and then at the end, I was like, "This book's crazy." People were snatched, like fires. Like
I think that was in the title. The title spoiled it.
yeah, a little bit.
Little fires everywhere, but they're everywhere. What any movie recommendations, TV shows you recommend?
TV shows. Okay, well, I am also part of the reason why I read Little Fires Everywhere was to watch the TV show,
Okay.
which which is pretty good. But besides that, I've been spending a lot of my quarantine watching The Story of God with Morgan Freeman, and it is just like so fascinating. It's like a documentary about like they pick like different themes in religion. Like one episode was about like the idea of a chosen one, like how Jesus is a chosen one in Christianity. Another episode was like how do different religions view evil, and they go around the world to like different holy sites like in different religions, which is just like amazing to see. And they like, and sometimes Morgan Freeman goes, sometimes he sounds like other people, and they like interview people in that faith about their like ideas. They like try to like make comparisons and like find similarities and differences. And it's very like it's very interesting. Like even though like I'm a science person, like I find discussions about religion very interesting because there are things about religion like science will never be able to explain.
Yeah. Um, and so in being able to see kind of the structural similarities across all of them. Did you in high school, did you like the unit on Joseph Campbell's the hero thing? How oh my goodness. The hero cycle.
I don't think we I don't think we did that.
Oh, go YouTube hero cycle. I'm gonna kick myself for not remembering the official name. Joseph Campbell Hero Cycle. Another good like structural overlook of things. Music in high school.
Mhm.
What's like one song you'd recommend?
Oh, it's the one I told my biology students about. If I Ever Feel Better by the band Phonics. They're like a French rock group.
Ooh,
Yes.
if I ever feel better. Does it sound French or does it sound just like?
No,
Is it in French?
it's in English. It sounds kind of like Green Day Light, or like Panic!
Okay,
Like that realm of
okay.
artists.
So, and were you a Blink 182 fan in
Oh
high school?
yeah, totally. And it's
Okay.
so funny because my sister loves that music like even more than me. We were actually supposed to go to there's supposed to be like a Green Day, Fall Out Boy, Weezer concert in
Oh,
August at Wrigley Field. So we got tickets for Christmas. Yay, me and my sister. And I don't know if it'll still happen, but either
rolling
way,
the
like,
dice on August. Yeah.
it's rolling the dice and I guess pray for me. But I get
Okay. Awesome. We're going to go into
first
the this or
concert.
that. Yeah, we're going to go into the this or that part of the show. And then I'm going to have an ask science question for you. Or really, it might be an ask philosophy question. I'm not sure which yet. Okay. So I'm just going to name some things and you choose one of them. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Crocs or flip flops?
Flip flops.
First period off or eighth period off?
Oh man, first period off for sure.
April or October?
October.
Chemistry or biology? It's a loaded
Biology.
question. What'd you say?
Biology.
Biology?
Biology. That's what I studied. That was my major. So like chemistry, like I took a lot of chemistry, but biology is what I studied.
Okay. Bishops or knights?
Ooh, bishops.
Queen's pawn opening or king's pawn opening?
Oh, I hate the king's pawn. Queen's pawn for sure. I hate
Zoom, Zoom or Hangouts?
I was scared because of what the news keeps saying about Zoom, but honestly, I have way more technical difficulties with Hangouts, so I'm gonna say Zoom.
Junior year or senior year?
Senior year.
Titration or the thing where you put the stuff in the gel and you do the electricity?
Oh, gel electrophoresis.
Yes.
Actually, titrations.
Did,
There's nothing like getting that color change.
did you ever do a Battle of the Burettes?
No.
It was a titration competition. I don't know. That's one of my, I haven't thought about it in a while, but I was very into titration competitions in high school. And last one, let's go with off the top of my head. Oh, Playing chess on a green and white board or playing chess on a black and red board?
Ooh, green and white.
Okay.
That's tournament standard.
keep it official. Okay, last question today. This is an Ask Science question, very difficult question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh man. No.
Why not?
Because like there's no deli meat on it. There's no like the hot dog like isn't like the filling is not like flat. Like for me, like a sandwich has like flat fillings and a hot dog is obviously not flat. Maybe if you cut the little hot dog into like long little strips, maybe then I would accept it into the sandwich community.
So would you consider a meatball sandwich a sandwich then?
No, not really. Honestly, I feel like how can you can't even eat it in one bite. There's too much there. There's too much going on.
That is true. People who it's what?
It's a sub, a meatball sub.
But I think a sub is a sandwich. And I do think people who say, like, I'm going to put meatballs on a sandwich, they're lying about how they're going to eat it. Like, when no one's looking, they're taking the meatballs out of the sandwich and eating it with a fork.
Then is it really a sandwich? No.
I think a hot dog is a sandwich, but I'm going to keep on. People disagree. Most people are saying no, but nobody can quite say why they say no, which is a question of taxonomy, which is a question of science, but really a question of philosophy. But really, isn't science just philosophy played out?
Probably.
I made that up right there, so I don't know if that's true. Okay, Mr. Rancel, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Thank you for playing some chess with me, and have a great day.
Have a good one.
Okay. Well, my time strategy didn't work. Good game, Mr. Rancel. I enjoyed playing. Maybe next time I'll do a little bit better. In the meantime, hope you enjoyed the interview. Stay tuned for the next interview coming up and send your request this way. Keep on reading, keep those pencils sharp, keep on writing, and stay safe out there. Signing off for now, this is Mr. Buse.